since we have it's been a minute since we have yeah, it's been a minute since we have broadcasted and streamed. Um, wow. Just breathing it in here. Wow, it has been a while. Thank you once again if you're joining in. And yeah, wow. Not sure of the exact time, but it has been some time. And we're on board the RC16. And we're gonna tag behind the doctor for a few laps. So here we go. So, just to get more current, we're riding with the 2020, what year? 2023 Polo Spargo. I think it's 2023 or 2022. I'm not sure when he left. I can't remember exactly, but we're riding as pole on the Repsol Honda. He was over at Repsol, and we've run wide. And we're hoping to do a lot better than he actually did in real life. And just a little update. We're second in the championship, behind Mark, of course. He's riding really well this season. And it's been a fight. It's been fun. And Suzuki's have been competitive this year. Yamaha's been competitive this year. More so the Pramac, the satellite teams. Pramac Ducati has also been competitive this year, as well as KTM. And it's just been a really fun year racing against the AI on 120% difficulty with no setup, just pure hard racing as we sit behind the doctor for one more lap. Yeah, it's just been really fun battling it out. It was a really nice race in Assen last time around. We managed to get second place after qualifying 12th, so not a great qualifying. I can't remember if the conditions were wet. I think they were, so I struggle a bit in the rain. But yeah, I've got a couple of wins under our belt. A couple of... and we got another invalid. A couple of... Rossi a bit on the green there, so I'm wondering if that lap will be cancelled for him. A few DNFs this year as well. I'm just gonna be silent just for a second. So I've got the call to prayer happening. But yeah, it's been a while, and we actually completed a full championship, not including Qatar. I also took Qatar out of this championship as well, calendar. And Crutchlow comes through with a 157.65. It's a decent time from Cal Crutchlow. This gives me an idea of where the AI are at. Rossi, P1 for the doctor, so I'm going to stick behind Rossi here, who's just gone up into P1 with a 157.5. Brilliant time there from Valentino Rossi. Of course, if you guys have watched me in recent years, I'm not going as fast as I could possibly go, and we're 66 tenths behind. It's just a pleasure to be behind Rossi and just watch him race, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not actually going as quick as I can be going. We run it really, really deep there. I really don't want to get an invalid, so try and stay on the tarmac as much as we can. We've got 8 minutes left in this qualifying session, so not too stressed about time. 65 tenths. Rossi is going really quick here. He's already pushed away from us, as you can see. That Yamaha really nice and agile around these flowing turns. As you can see here, doing very well. 2 tenths down. Lost a bit of time in that sector, due to the fact that it's very, very easy to lose the front there. Slowed down a lot. So I'll see how I go this time around. If I don't manage to get in the 2 top places, I'll just wait for Rossi to leave. And I think he might be going in here. Oh no, he's going out. Oh, there he is. So he's gone in. He's done his job. This far at least. And we've come over P3. A 150. Oh, I didn't manage to see my time. But now I've got some clear space in front of me. Let's see if I can push as hard as I can. Particularly in that section of the track is where I like to make most of my gains. And there you go, 58 tenths of a second. Oh, not tenths, thousandths of a second. So not a lot in that. So Rossi doing very well through that first sector, first couple of turns, the agates and backets. And yeah, a bit more background on the championship. Marquez and I have had some really good ding-dongs, some really good battles, and so have Valentino and I. We were battling in, I don't know if it was Argentina, 2 tenths up here. Some good fights with the Yamaha boys, Marek Vinales, Morbidelli. Had a good fight with Dovi as well, so a good mixture. Also Alex Marquez. So Honda's doing very well this year. We're actually leading the rider, what do you call it, and we've lost time, so we really suffer through that midsection of the track. And then I just try to make up for it here on these last couple of turns. But that's good information, that's good data for me to just keep into account. Really struggle in the last sector. Lose a lot of time. It's probably going to cost me here. See how we go. Yeah. So we're still in P3. Starting 13th wouldn't be the worst thing, but it's gonna make fighting for the win a lot more difficult, and that's what we're doing. We're fighting for the win, especially in these conditions now with the way the championship is going. It is a dry race, so I generally tend to do a lot better. 25 tenths up. I generally tend to do a lot better in the dry, but I've also, I have, I think, 2 really good results in the wet. There was one in Austria, and where else was it? Where I can't remember now, but I didn't have such a... I think I won in the rain. I can't really remember now. I crashed out, I think in Bruno. It was also a wet race, and I was just pushing 3/10 up. So I have a really good, second sector. It's this third sector here, these couple of consecutive turns. But I seem to be doing pretty decently there. I think I'm starting to understand. Oh, I'm doing this perfectly. I think I'm starting to understand why I'm suffering. 1/10 up, so I did very well there. I mean, I still lost 2/10 because I was 3/10 up, and now I'm 1/10. But I'm getting to get an idea as to why I'm suffering through those series of turns, and it's because my entry speed is too fast coming around the first turn of that sequence. And I'm almost going to get an invalid here. So hopefully we can at least get P1 or P2 here. It's still a P3. So as you can see, it's just hard racing. It's very fun. Extremely exciting. And... oh, I got my thumb on the brake there. So we're going to go around. This looks to be the last time we will go around. So see how we do. We have been what's the word? We've been demoted to fourth place now. So 14th on the grid. As you can see, the Honda feels very good. I love riding the Honda. On a good day, it's probably the best machine you want underneath you, but on a bad day, it can be really difficult to control. And I've stuffed it up here. I think that'll be it. So we come around in 5th place, 2/10. That's all that separates me and the top man. Valentino getting in 2nd, so good for Honda at least. Valentino's doing very well with a 157.5. Alex with a 157.3. So it's good for Honda on the constructors championship, but not so good for me and my position in this championship. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm coming 2nd. I'm just gonna have a double check where I'm at. Let's see if there is an option here. Championship. Yeah, so we're 2nd right now. We're 4 points behind Mark. Johan Mir is 12 points. Frankie Morbidelli, he's 21 points, and Merrick Vinales. So the Yamahas are right there, as well as the Suzuki. So they're who I really have to worry about. And you can see Frankie Morbidelli. He's positioned 2nd there on the grid. So we're going to actually have a quick look. We've got Fabio Quartararo. So we've got the 4 danger men in the top 4. So not what we want. And we've got little Mark there who had a 5th place there. So he's also in a good position to fight for the win. But as always, we take what we can get and use what we have to our advantage as we get into this first turn nice and clean. That's probably one of the shortest runs to the first turn that I've seen. Now, this is where I'm hoping it doesn't get messy. But yeah, I try not to push too hard, because if I crash the AI, it gets really messy. And I've done this thing where if I crash the AI, I actually get a penalty in the next race. So I keep myself honest. So we've gone from 15th to 14th here, blasting through some of these slower bikes, using the bit of the horsepower from the Honda. Promoted to 13th here. Oh, smashed with Bagnaia there. Just checking up very early. Oh, nice move at the inside. Valentino's gone wide. Is that going to allow me to come through? Oliveira, another good performance from Oliveira. He's doing really well. I mentioned KTM. Oh, I try to go in between them, and Rossi ends up getting both of us. So it is difficult getting a poor performance, because what happens is you have to fight through a lot of the slower bikes. And and I've crashed. I've crashed out of the race. And we're going to see if we can gain anything at all. And I think I might as well retire from the race. 5 seconds behind. But we're gonna see. So yeah, like I told you guys, I keep myself honest. That was a fair play. Just completely crashed out of the race. But we're only 5 seconds, so we're gonna see how we do. I mean, I qualified 15th, so I don't have incredible pace. But that's what happens when you get a poor qualifying position. It makes life so much more difficult. You have all this pressure, and yeah, I'm gonna retire from the race, which is gonna really hurt my championship. I've been demoted now to 4th. Mia's gone up, so we're all within a win away. But Mark, he's just increased his lead here. So it's Mark I'm worried about, not the other guys. So yeah, struggle. Struggle, which is a bit. Alright, so we are in Mazzano this weekend, and I generally do quite well in Mazzano, so this should be an easy win. If I can earn a great qualifying position, I'm talking like first row of the grid. If I gain a first row of the grid here in Mazzano, I have for sure won this race. And if the conditions are dry, which I think they were, this is in the bag. Unless I crash out, which in Mazzano, especially those consecutive right-handers, it's difficult. It's difficult. It's challenging. It can be demanding on those consecutive right-handers. So if I don't crash out, I pretty much got this in the bag. Now that was almost an invalid there, so just gotta be careful I'm not going on track limits. But this is pretty much in the bag. If I can get a good quali here, this is pretty much in the bag. So, I mean, even missing those apexes, I already feel so much faster around this track than I did around Silverstone. And there you go, 8/10 already. I mean, not a lot, but I'm still red. That's a good sign for me, because that was not a very clean couple of laps. But I feel confident going into this race, and I need this win. I definitely need this win. So yeah, 1/10 up already. So we're gonna see how we go. I'm feeling very confident, but you never know. Oh shit! That is what I'm concerned about. And it wasn't a crash, but you hit those track limits, and it makes life a lot more difficult for you. So I've got to be careful here. To try and go fast, but to go fast without getting on those track limits. So that lap will be cancelled, but let's see what kind of pace I'm dealing with. A 1:31.6. I think that's going to be the average time. So I'm not going extremely fast. I think the rest of the grid are going to be in that 1:31, you know. And you'll just be surprised. The AI can go so fast on the grid. Some of the top guys just reach unbelievable times. So I'm 3/10 up here. So the first sector, I'm very confident. It's that midsection, the double right-handers, like I told you. So easy to go on the bumps there. So if I'm going fast, that might be where I need to slow down. Alright, 5/10 here, so I'm half a second quicker than whoever's number one, and they're not showing me. who's number one. But I think I better slow down here. Break early. Oh, I've broke too early. Oh, that's cost me a lot of time. Just trying to be too conservative here with the accelerator. And that's just cost me so much time. But, you know, I can make up 8/10. So that's a positive takeaway. Because if I'm trailing by 8/10, and there you go. So mathematically, if I'm trailing by 8/10 around those double right-handers, I can make up for it. And there you go, a 131.657. And Marquez has just come with a 131.657. I don't know what my time was. I don't even know if I got pole. But we're 2/10 up on Mark now, as we are trailing Brad Binder, and just follow Brad, and hopefully not stay behind him for too long, because he will slow us down. So
Did you ask me?
alright, so Brad's gonna, they drift slightly wide, the AI, as Dovi with the 131.657.
What's going on here? Everyone's in the dark.
Slow it down. Oh, I've done that perfectly. I've done that perfectly. I can't look Sorry in a game. Oh, damn it. Brad Binder's hit us wide. And we're going to lose some time there. That's going to cost us some time. Let's see if we can make up for it. Maybe cost us a 10th. And I don't know if that's glitched. So guys, I'm just gonna silence up for a second because I need to go as fast as I can. Alright, we're gonna go again. Alright, so Marquez, and I don't think that's Alex Marquez. So Alex Marquez is doing very well. I'm surprised he's nowhere in the championship because he's doing very well with a 131.5. He's riding very fast this year, and my predictions are not coming true. I'm actually struggling here. I'm coming P4. I mean, I'm doing well. I think it was Brad Binder who's disrupted my lap, but that's no excuse because I got a clean lap coming here. Looks like there's a Ducati in front of us as well, so could get a potential for a tow. We're 4/10 up here. So as you can see, we're extremely quick. So even if I get a poor qualifying, I know that I can make up for it with some good race pace. Three tenths here, going really wide. Alright guys, just silencing up a bit because I'm taking this seriously. 35/10. Let's see how we do around these last two turns. Hopefully we can gain a better position on the grid. Because 15th on the grid again won't be a good outing for me. Crashed out, did not. And we have got pole. We are on pole position with a 131.2. Nineteen tenths. A 131.2.
bloody alley! What the?
Alright, 1/10 up here, made some time.
Ready?
We're gonna try and best our previous lap, and we are approaching the closing end of this opening qualifying session.
Bro! Randy's playing bloody game.
2/10. A 1:31 flat. I think that should be enough, but we're gonna see if we can go faster. So I told you guys I had the pace.
Leading.
Alright, 1/10. 1:31 flat. That should get me through. So I told you guys I definitely had the pace. Oh, we're all out of shapes there. Oof. I should get another lap in. Who's behind me? Oh, it's Alicia Spargo. It's a brother behind brother. He's not having a very good season this year. Down at the bottom all these, starting 20th by the looks of it. No speed on that Aprilia. We rode the Aprilia in our first championship, actually. I think we ended up losing that championship to second to Marquez, I think. But he's just going so slow. I didn't even mean to overtake him.
I don't understand. I don't get it. Did you see the big underneath?
See if we can get one more lap. So mathematically, we should be able to get one more lap in. So let's see how we go. Alright. 8 thousandths of a second. Oh, sliding. Oh, I'm not able to record that, but I was sliding, man, on the rear. 8,000 tenths again. 8 thousandths again. Ah, just slightly on the green. Very, very unforgivable. But that's okay. I'm pushing as hard as I've ever pushed around this track. And with the Honda, you can just turn this bike to get those sweet angles, those entry angles. See what we get. It would have been a 1:36, so it would have been a slower time. So we're going to actually end the session here. And we have got into Q2. So I think that this is a very it's a very important race for the championship, and it is a very positive sign that we're into P2 here, Q2 here. So let's smash this Q2 and smash this Q2 and almost went on the bloody almost got an invalid again. Hard hard on the brakes coming to turn 1. Turn the bike in. Nice and tight coming in. Getting a good exit here. So Dovey, who's followed us into Q2 from Q1, is now ahead of us. He had the best pace out of the guys, and we're 4/10ths up. So let's just follow this Ducati. I love that braking zone right there, and as you guys know in World Superbike, that just happened this year in Mazzano. I was just saying that this track is so familiar of recent times, and now it's just occurred to me. They raced here in Mazzano, World SBK. So we're trailing Dovey here. And one thing I found is you can either gain a lot of time here, or you can lose a lot of time here. That's what I found. Like, it can really make your lap or break your lap, that little part. And we're 9/10ths up here. Hopefully Dovey doesn't stuff up. Nah, he's too far in front to have any hindrance on my lap. But I'm gonna get towed here from the Ducati. Hopefully pick up a few tenths. Oh man, this is why I love this track. And this is why I love this year of racing. There's just been so many close calls like that. Let's go up the inside of Dovey. We got a 1:30.7. Is that my quickest lap around this track? I don't know. I don't know if that's my fastest lap around this track. I think I've gotten a 1:30 before, 2/10ths. The rest of the AI is not going to catch that, a 1:30 flat. They might get a low 1:31, but there's no way they're getting that. Oh, and we've just crashed with Dovey. Ooh, is that worthy of a penalty? Oh dear. Is that worthy of a penalty, guys? Is this Marquez? Let's follow Marquez. Yeah, it is. Let's follow Marquez, man. Marquez in 10th right now. So we're going to see how he does. He hasn't had the greatest qualifying this year, if I'm being honest. I haven't really seen him in pole. He's had a couple of second row grid starts. I mean, those aren't bad positions, but just the standard of Marquez, he hasn't really been his usual self with qualifying. And he's going to go out there for one more, it looks like it, yeah. Let's see where Mark comes around for his lap. I'm not really concerned about the invalid lap. I'm just going to cut through the track. Oh man, that would have been bad. Oh, Mark's in second. So it doesn't really matter how fast your qualifying lap is, guys. That guy in second is still in second, regardless of what his time was. So Mark's in second here. I'm just going to follow him around and see where he's strong. Oh, he's very strong in the first sector. He's in P2. I reckon he's in P2 here. I reckon he's going to push another lap here. I just want to have a look at him. See where I can gain some time on him. He's going very, very quick. Look how quick he's going. So he could easily beat me if I struggle in the race. Let's see what he goes here. Let's see if he can beat my... Because he's going for pole. He's fighting for pole. That's what he's doing. I mean, we've been able to stick with him. He probably beat his time, but he's still there in second. And he's not gonna catch my time, so I'm not gonna worry about using my strategy on him and try to mess around with his lap time. I'm actually going to respect his lap time and just back out of this and just let him race, not interfere with him. But yeah, pleasure to follow Marquez as well. And we're definitely faster than him here. So he takes a very funny line coming into turn number 8, which is Choria. He takes a very, very funny line coming into Choria, and he also goes very wide here. Look, but he gets a good drive. So he's not too concerned about getting a wide line. He gets a very good drive. He just grips very, very well. He goes very well around these 2 turns as well. And we're able to just stick with him here. Here he slows down, this last sector. And we're going to follow him here. Yeah, follow Marquez back to the pits. And back to our shed. So good day for Honda. Mark's in second. We're going to have a look at the rest of the grid when we get back to the shed house. Alright, so live session, we've got Paul Espargaro in first with a 1:30.7. Got Mark Marquez. Nice, man, mashallah. Got Mark Marquez second. Frankie Morbidelli, he's in third. Miguel Oliveira with another great qualifying for Miguel Oliveira in fourth. Oh, the Tech KTM guys, the Tech KTM, you saw how slow it was last race. Very, very well done by him. Quattawaro, of course, in P5. Mia Dovizioso. Where's Rossi? Rossi's not even in this qualifying. So we're going to skip the session here and see how it shifts around. It looks like that's how it's going to be. And there you go. Paul Espargaro, another good qualifying from him, but us, a 1:30.7. I told you guys. I told you. I told you we were going to smash this race, and we did. We smashed qualifying too. With 7 tenths off. So Mark, there he is in P1. So this is a game-changing race result. If I can grab, and look, a great start there from Mark. And I just got a really poor start. So we're gonna let him lead because on Jack Miller's gone down on the Pramac Ducati. Mayhem behind us. And yeah, I'm gonna just see if I can blast away from Marquez. And the reason I like to get away as much as possible, and what the hell is going on there? And what's his name? Feckin' Frankie Morbidelli is not wasting any time. So the AI aggressive here, and Mark is starting to pull. Now this is the thing where the AI can be a lot quicker in the race. And we're very, very late on the brakes there. I almost clipped the back of Marquez. Just going to follow his line here. And this is where I should be able to make a pass. As he runs wide, again, he gets a very good drive. We're unable to pass him. And you can see our bikes are almost identical down that little straight. Now this is the dangerous area for me because you want to be pushing. Oh, we've almost high-sided. Oh, and cut for the thumbnail there. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's take a shot there for a second, guys. Having a full-on ding-dong with Mark Marquez here in Mazzano. Not a very good quality shot. Uh, just chuck the brightness up. Hopefully that does something. It's a bit blurry. Let's push this down. Oh, it's very blurry. How about right here? Yeah, right there will do. Look at that. Alright. Up the inside of Marquez. Block pass. There we go. He's trying to come back up the inside of us. And we lead the Italian Grand Prix. Morbidelli stays in third. And now Marc Marquez, I've just gapped away from him. Ever so slightly. He's got Frankie Morbidelli to worry about. Morbidelli going very fast. Oh, run it wide. So I'm gonna make a new rule here. If I run it really, really wide, here, it counts as a track limit. If I run wide twice, then I have to do a long lap penalty within the next lap. So either that lap or the next lap. So there's a little rule I'm going to give myself because I'm running wide on some of these. See, that's fine. It's if I run it really, really wide. Alright, let's see what kind of pace we're doing here. 130.1. So that would have got me pole position anyway. That would have given me pole. Pole Espargaro in P4, still maintaining that fourth position. Again, the Honda, it just works very, very well around most of these tracks. Misano being one of them. We've gapped Marquez 2 seconds now. We're just on a different level. And if you guys remember who Descaa was, this is in tribute to Descaa because racing him around this track all these years has made me faster, and learning a few things from him and his pace.
Ma, come here, Ma.
Oh, we've gone wide, and oh, we've got an invalid anyway, 2/10. So we've run wide twice. I'm 2.6 seconds away. I'm gonna have to do a long lap penalty, so I don't know which turn I'm gonna do it on. I've got 7 laps, so I've still got time. So I'm not gonna do it on this lap. I'm gonna do it on the next lap. This lap I'm gonna actually have a look at where I'm gonna do it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this lap as an observation to see where I'm gonna do this long lap penalty, because I've run it wide twice here. So this lap, I mean, I could even do it right here. Nah. This lap I'm going to push as hard as I can, get away from Mark. Let's see if we can gain any time. Yeah, 3.2 seconds. That's enough time to just do a long lap penalty and not have it cost me too much. Not there. I think I'll do it up here. In fact, I think I might do it right now. Right here. So what I'm going to do is that you have to go on the green. Long lap. Okay. Okay. So that didn't cost us too much. So we've done our long lap penalty. for running it wide twice. I could have also done it there, to be honest. That's fine, I've gone wide. Let's see how much time that took off. Oh yeah. So I got a 130.8. So it took almost a second out. Yeah, so we were 3.2 and now we're 3, so it was 2 tenths. Took about 800 tenths out. Took about 2 tenths out, not 800, it took about 2 tenths out. So we've gained 3.2 here. It took a very, very wide entry. Got 2 more laps in this Mazzana Grand Prix. And we have just gapped the rest of the competition. And it's what I had predicted, another 131.1, so that's more like the pace. So we're only a tenth off, roughly, our qualifying, which makes sense.
My account that they see. They never asked me about anything.
3.8 here, so almost a 4 second gap. Absolutely smashed the competition. I'm curious as to where the AI is lapping. If they're lapping in the 131s or the 132s, because this is ridiculous. I didn't expect to be gapped this much. We're 4.1 seconds away. I mean, I think that's Mark there. I think he's gapped Morbidelli just slightly. Oh yes. I think I might end the stream there, guys. A 130.8 in quali. Marquez got second. Where does that put us? Second position. Leading by 12. Morbidelli and Mia. So look how tight the championship is. From Fabio Quartararo, it's only 39 points. So really the top four. But it's really Mark who's leading the way here on Honda, for Honda. He only had to get P2, so he was able to do that. There's Frankie Morbidelli leading third in the championship. So there we are, guys. P1, 2 and 3 in the championship. And P1, 2 and 3 in the race. Same men occur. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this stream. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.